So, okay, good evening. Good evening to everybody. Switch on the camera. Okay, just switch on the camera. Please come on your camera, please. So let's join you. Super. So today our topic is equations. Last two blocks. So unit number 3 and unit number 4 of block 2. So today we'll be completing both the blocks. So block 1 and block 2 will complete today. So today two units are there. Both the units are equally important because one question you will get from the equations and another question will coming from the inequalities. So you will get the two questions in the question paper. So 10 marks are coming from both the units. So please come on camera. I take a screenshot. Open the camera, please. Rabina, Sonal, Kumud, Anshul, can come, please. Okay. So now, okay, you can switch off the camera and as usual for better net connections. So I think now I straight away go to sharing mode and so that without any, so during the presentation we can discuss. If any doubts, we can discuss there that time only. Okay. Meanwhile, you can write in the chat box, as usual, your name and enrollment number. You can write in the chat box. Now, this is the unit 3 equations. It's just I'm giving you some of the points, important point. This is the important formula, that is ax square plus bx plus 3, 6. Better I can show you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I don't know, something is problem. Let's go in other way. Okay, I think just note down or something. What are the way? I'm just giving you some of the point. That is a quadratic equation. That is important. Ax square plus bx plus c. That is a quadratic equation. And here the value you have to derive it. So just remember this thing. Then I will try to explain you the value of x, how they will derive all these things. The form of AC is called the standard form of quadratic equations. You just take a underline or you note down ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called the standard form. When you are going through this material, study material, so you have to highlight this portion in your soft copy. Then straightaway some steps are there. How to completing the squaring. That steps I can explain during this thing. Here actually you see the ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That comes x. If you identify the x, so if we take this is the formula actually derived. It is, you can prove also, that I'll show you how to prove it. So for time being, there are two things. The x value are, you can write in this way, and you can also write it. There are two, basically the roots. In this case, the roots, two solution, one in plus, one is in the minus. It may be a plus or minus, or you can write in this way also. X is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Or otherwise, you can write there are two way. One is plus symbol here, one is minus symbol here. So both are the root of these equations. Now they are proving how it has come. Now in this case it is x square. Now you divide by a. So ax square by a, bx by a, c by a, same thing they have done here. So divide by a, you can get it this thing. Now further you can reduce. So in this case, c by a you can take in other side. Okay. And finally, now here actually after that, we add this thing to each side. Add 1 by 2 into b by a. This is the additional, you can add it here. And here is also both the side, you have to add it. Then make a formation. Now, then after that, it is the value you can squaring these things. So minus c by a, and this portion is also b square 4a square, and it is also, it is a squaring. After that, squaring also. So both the side you have to add it and square it. I think, I don't know, it may be a printing mistake or something. Squaring they have not shown it, but it is here shown the squaring. Then this portion we can write it this way. So finally, x plus ba, you can take it. So if you add 2a, you can square it up, then this thing will come out. So finally, you can see here what they did it. Then here actually, if you LCM it, b square and 4a square, 4a square LCM, then this portion after the things you can derive it, this portion. Okay, and this portion are finally x plus b by a whole square. Now it is a, we are making a formula, a square plus b square formula, and this side we can LCM it and you make it this way. So that's why it is there, written is already there. So then we can write it x square plus b by a will plus minus this, plus minus this formula. So here it is plus or minus. There are basically, there are two roots. So anyway, it may come in the exam or may not be, but you should know ultimately there are, this is the thing you have to keep in mind. X is equal to, if x square plus x plus c is equal to 0, then this is the, your roots are like this. How it has come? That proof, there is a proof is already given. So you go through this and you do yourself step by step what the things are given, and then straightway based on these you can You can solution, straight away I can go to the solution. Then you see. Now, there are two things you have to keep in mind. Suppose the two roots are there, alpha and beta. So alpha and beta, there are two roots. So this case, if we take it, so how to add it? Now, that is one root, another root. So both the root, we are just how to add it, that addition. Then, as we know that this is the root is here, one root, and there is the another root. So same sum and product of the roots, you have to calculate it. Sum and product of. In this case, it is not totally sum. You have to add it. So both the root are adding one by one. So what is the result is coming finally? Minus BA. That you have to remember it. Actually, what I am trying to say, when you go through this chapter, which are the things you have to mark it. B minus may, you can round it out and mark a sketch pen or something that is highlighted. This is the, you have to highlight it. Then multiplication, sum and product. So sum is minus B by A and product is C by A, ultimately C by A. Both the things as product, both the roots are product, alpha and beta. And then your product is, finally it will come C by A. Actually, I am not going all the details step by step, only which are the points are to be required for solution. That is, I am just highlighting. This is actually required, both the roots, when you it is a plus, addition or sum, this is important. Product of the roots, alpha, beta, this is important, C by A, it is important. If you remember this thing or this thing, then you can easily solve the equation. So now ultimately, thus if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then this is the your roots. So alpha plus beta minus b by a and alpha beta c by a. And if the question is coming, prove this, to prove both the things, then you have to, so here you have to prove alpha and beta. After that, the conclusions, multiplication and minus b by a, you have to prove it. And product is also like this. So question may come this way also. This is the question. Maybe it may be a question also. Then important part is here. You see. Now example, you see. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus bx plus c is 0, find the value of alpha 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Simple thing. So first part, what they did, alpha plus beta. So in this case, LCM, so beta plus a divided by alpha beta, both the things. If you LCM, simply this part is coming. Then is equal to, here alpha and beta plus alpha and alpha plus beta is same thing. Doesn't matter. Minus b by b. How it has come? Because we know sum of alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is already proved. And alpha beta c by a. So we can write here minus b by a and alpha beta is c by a. So after the calculation, we are getting minus b by c. So this is only one line answer. If it is coming in the example question, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is 0, find the value of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Three numbers or 5 numbers. Then you have to do it simply this thing only. That's all. And you will get a 5 marks or 3 marks, whatever it is. Now, second question, you see, same thing, same equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, alpha square plus beta square. Find the value. So, second case, you see what happened? Very simple. Alpha square plus beta square. Sum of. So, a plus b whole square minus 2 alpha beta. That is the formula. A square plus b square formula. Straight away. Then alpha plus beta, we know, minus b by a. Then square, no problem. Then alpha beta also we know, c by a. The 2 is there, so 2c by a. Then you calculate it. So this much is coming. So b square minus 2ac divided by a square. So this is the answer. Now third question, alpha by beta plus beta by a alpha. What is the value? For this thing, whatever it is, there are, see, total 8 questions are there. Different formation are there. All are the alpha beta relations. So you see everywhere this value are putting and finally the result is there. So nothing is new here actually. Same thing. I think you can do it yourself. So if you see anything, so the alpha plus beta plus, in this also that is the LCM, and then after that it is making a formula, because we know a square plus b square is equal to, that is b by, in this case. So the formula you can put it, and the a by c. So see the 2, question number 2 here. So it is already coming. So you can put it here. Straightway they have to take in help here actually. But in this case you see alpha square beta square, alpha square beta square, actually this result. They are straightway putting here. But in this case, suppose the question is coming, this portion, so you don't know. So you have to derive first thing. You have to first calculate this part. Then you can only put it. You cannot put in directly here, because in this case, okay, it is here already. That's why they have put it here. But you have to calculate first a square plus a alpha square plus beta square, and then this result will come. Then you can put it here. Alpha and beta multiplication c by a, everybody, c by a, it is the denominator. So now it is changed now, a by c, because when alpha beta coming in this side, so it is now change, not c by a, it is a by c, because it is here. So 1 by alpha beta is into 1 by alpha beta, so that's why it is coming. And this portion you have to calculate and you have to put it here. Then finally result is this. Okay. Now coming to this portion, now it is a alpha cube plus beta cube. So again it is a formula, a cube minus 3ab plus, that's the formula is there. There is a cube plus this formula, and you can put it here. So nothing is new here. You can do it simply. You have to put it in algebra, simple algebra and mathematics. And here is also, then it is little lengthy because the cube, so slowly you have to go another form. So it is formation. Basically it is everywhere see alpha beta, alpha plus beta, sum and product, then you can put it here. Once it is at this formation, then you can already fill the value, because alpha beta we know, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Then it will be easy. Then finally, this is the answer. So it is simply algebra. I mean, nothing else. Only the formula is there, and you have to calculate it. And when it is needed, you have to put the value. So I can go little You can observe everywhere you see this value is only put up, and after that calculations. Nothing is new thing. This is also every example you see, uh, simply that things are coming. When this formation, you can put a V by A, no problem. When alpha beta, you can know C by A, 4C. Then after that, the formula. So I can go later. Now here actually now little different. Find the quadratic equation with real coefficients and with the following roots. So 3 by 5 and minus 4 by 3. Okay. So this is the roots has given, and you have to find out the quadratic equations. Okay. Now roots has given. Just it is a reverse process. Earlier what happened? Equation has given, and finally you have to find out the roots. But in this case, roots has given, and have to prepare the quadratic equation. So result will be in a equation formation. Let's see one how it has done. So roots we know, because 1 3 by 5 and plus minus 4, there are two roots. Let it be a alpha and there is a beta. So first you make a sum, both the alpha and beta, plus then you can get it minus 11 by 15. This is alpha plus beta. Now product of alpha and beta. So if we product it, if we multiply it, we will get a minus 4 by 5. So we get it. So that way, then in the formula x square minus it is b by a. So this is your this portion, and this is c by a. So this portion. So ax square plus minus bx plus c. So this is the your formation of equation. So finally 15x square plus 11x minus 12 is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation. Now you can reverse process. If the question is given, this is the equation. Now you derive the roots. Then it will be then 11 by 15 alpha beta. Then product of this thing c by. So this way you can calculate it. This portion roots of 3 by 5 and so vice versa. Okay. So both way you have to prepare. Maybe sometimes you have to find out the equation. Sometimes you may find out the roots also. So both way you have to practice it. Now here all our roots as given. You have to equation. You see the answer is in the formation of equation only. Nothing else. But process is same. I hope people are getting now what I want to say. Actually, I'm giving the tips so that during the study, you should not feel any problem. So if you understand the things, you clear the concept, then I think then the during the solution, it's not a problem. So main thing you have to understand the steps. Here is also you see there are two roots are given. Sum is given. And then after that, this is the product of the given. There is a product. You see, there are two things you have to be careful: sum and product. Of what? Alpha and beta. This is alpha and beta. In this case, it is a sum. It is a product. What are the values coming? This portion and this portion. And you make a equation based on these two. That's all. So equation will be like this. This is your equation. And this equation you see some x square will be there. Then some bx will be there, and this is a c part. So x square plus bx plus c. This is the formation of quadratic equation. That is your answer. Okay. Same thing. I think Let's see the any different type that you can do it two things. Uh, let's go for again same thing. Alpha beta is given. All alpha beta is given. So that way it is coming. So this is 1 by 4 and same thing. Nothing new. I am just searching any new things are there or not. Same thing actually given. Same thing almost given, but in a different formation. Mm, okay, let's see how it has. Now, the sum of the square of the two numbers is 233, and one of the numbers is 3 less than twice of the other. Find the numbers. So this is another type of uh, quadratic equation where you have to find out the number, and the condition is given sum of the squares of two numbers 233. Suppose if you consider some x or some y, x plus y, so is equal to 233, or another condition is given less than twice of the other. So here actually you can consider the x plus and x minus 3 is equal to 233. But this way you have to make some equation. If the condition is given, there is some condition, there is a conditional type of things. So sometimes it is coming in the exam also. Not straight away give any equation or you find out the roots, or roots as given you make a formation of equation. There is another type. Uh, some fact has given. It is you can some sentence in the form of sentence it is given, and you have to make a equation, and then finally you have to find out the numbers. Let's see how it has done. If you understand one question, then other you can do it. Now the solution is given. Okay, fine. Since one of the number is 3 less than twice of the other, so we take the number to be x, and other is 2x minus 3. This is the condition is given already. So according to the given problem, so we can write x square plus 2x minus 3 square is equal to 233. Now square because it's a given, twice. I think in the question square is written. I think that's why. Let's see once again where the questions. The sum of the yes, sum of the squares of the two numbers is 233. So that means if we consider x, that means x square. That's why the square has come, correct? So now it is clear. That's why the x square plus 2x minus 3, this condition also given less than 3, so is equal to 2, 3. Now equation is given. So once you know the equation, so number automatically, the number indicates the roots. X value is coming, na? That's why. Then after that it is simple. Straight away you can calculate it. It is a just formation in the quadratic equation now. X square plus x square plus bx plus c, that formation. I have shown you in the earlier that the formula is quadratic equation formula is ax square plus bx plus c. You have to remember alpha value you should remember minus b by a, and beta value is c by a. That things. So same things in same principle you have to calculate here. So x is this value also know, p plus minus root over b square actually 4 b, b is here, this is the formula 5 4ac 4ac, there is a formula no, but I think it is a printing mistake. You just note down, students, it is should be 144. It will be b square na? So in this case b is 12, so 12 square means 144. Now it is rectified here actually. So and then 4ac 4 will be there, a 5 and c is 244. So 244, this is the formula na? This formula is coming from x is equal to b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a divided by 2a. That is the formula, quadratic formula. So if you remember the formula, you can write in the exam paper in the bracket x is equal to b minus plus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This formula, based on this formula, you have to calculate from this equation. So it is very easy. Now everything is here. You can take it from here and put it here. So then see finally how it is written. So x is equal to 12 plus, then you can calculate here by 10, and then finally it is coming 8 or minus, because plus minus na. If you consider one plus, if you plus, so some value will come. If it is a minus, another value will come. So in this case, you see, first you consider this plus. So 12 plus 68 by 10, it is coming this thing 8. Or if you consider this a minus, so this thing is coming. So both way, these are roots, or you can say it is alpha and beta, or x value is there. So like this. So when x is equal to 8, the two numbers are, then you can put it in the value here, x value. So we know x is equal to b minus b by a. So that is the formula, b minus a. So in this case, b is minus 28 by a. This is another one. Okay. And so ultimately, our result will be this one. So two numbers are this one and this one. Finally, it is now reduced again, minus 71. So finally, minus 28 by 5 and minus 71 by 5 is your answer. There are two numbers. Okay. It is clear now. I think any doubt so far? I hope it is clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Anshul Sharma, any doubt? Okay, Jan Das is saying yes, sir. That means it is clear, no doubt. Okay, fine. Anybody else? Rihan Akram. Rihan is here. Rihan Akram. It is clear or not?
Yes, sir, I am here. Yes, sir, all clear, sir.
All clear. Very good. Very good. Because
Thank you, sir.
sometimes I would like to hear from you people it is clear or not. Then only I can proceed. Is it not? So I'm trying to, again I'm telling you, because when you go to the study material, maybe you will be confused. how to start, where to start. So that's why after this class, after this counseling class, if you start the seeing the particular unit, then definitely it will be easy for you. So this where the area to be noted, where the area to be remember in future, and during the calculations, which are the things are uh, to be very much required. So then you can get the result. Okay. So okay, let's show more example. Suppose if we show more and more example, a different type, that then it will be more easy. So okay, now I can show you some other types. Let's see. So every type, if you one or two example clear in your mind, then no problem. Let's see. There are three consecutive numbers. These things. Ultimately, you make a formula in this form. Then see the roots. X5 and 7 in this case, 5 and 7. So many ways are there, but let's see from the exam point of view. Let's see. Uh, okay, I think this is another type of. Okay, this is another type of things. So if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, these things. Again, I'm trying to repeat something so that it should be in your mind. Equations. Always you have to keep in your focus. There's the equation chapters. So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. 0 always you should be clear imagination in your mind. You always you think that is the equation, quadratic equation, and there should be two roots, alpha and beta, or x value will be two values should be there, and we have to derive it. So that is ultimate aim. Roots are there. You see, this is the equation. You can consider it as a x square minus bx plus c, whatever formation, and the roots alpha squares. The roots may be now it has in the shape of square. So you have to find it out in the square, not simply alpha beta. So if you know the if you find out the alpha and beta, then you square it up. That's all. So let's see. Example 5a1. What they did. There is another type of things. Because you don't know na question from where it will come. The syllabus is there. Then after that I'll show you the question another folder where the type of questions, then it will be more clear. Now let's see. Now since the alpha and beta the roots of the particular equation, so as usual sum and product. So sum alpha plus beta 3 by 2, 3 by 2 minus some will be there, and alpha beta product, that is c by a, c, that is c. So always you have to remember, as I told you, ax square plus bx plus c, that equation always you should keep in mind. And value is first value, that is b by a, and another is minus c by a. So if we always keep in mind, then no problem. You can identify 3 from where 3 has come, how 2 has come, 5 from where it has come, 5 is 2, simply from here it has taken. Okay, that is considering b, so we can take it as a b. A, that is ax square, so 2, this way it is coming. That's all. You have to keep in mind this thing only. After balance things, simple formula. So sum of these things, alpha square and beta square, is equal to formula. Now we have to derive, find out the excess alpha square plus beta square. In this case, alpha 3 by 2, 3 by 2, and multiplication, that is 5 by 2. So you can calculate in this way, no problem. This is sum alpha and beta 3 by 2. Put it here, alpha beta minus me, and finally it is coming in this. Then after that you see what they have did. Let's see. Nothing else. Now finally they have find out the thing and putting the value of this thing, and this is the equation. So this is the way you can find it out. This is also easy, no problem. So try to clear the concept and different type of whatever the types, but basic concept is same. Alpha plus beta and alpha beta. One is sum and another is a product. So you have to find it out and put the in the equations. So let's see another type. Okay, this is I can take this type of things are coming in the exam or this thing. Let's see the solution how it is given. Find the quadratic equation with real coefficient of following pairs of roots. Now different type. Now cube and quad. Actually, cubic and by quadratic equations. This syllabus is here, but this type of questions are very rare coming in there because it's little bit lengthy. Means algebraic formation is there. So roots are coming in the form of cube formations. So I can skip some of the things and go to yes. This type of things are coming in the exam. Solve the equation 2x cube, that is again a cubic part, quadratic equation, but in a cubic. This is a cubic equations. So 2x to the power cube minus 15x to the power 4 plus 37x minus 30 is equal to 0. So if the roots of the equation are in AP, in arithmetic progress, so solve the equation. Solve the equation is given, but it is given if the roots of the equations are in AP form. So it is a mixture of quadratic equation and arithmetic progress. Okay, it is a mixture. You have to take some help of arithmetic progress. You have to solve the equation. How it has happened? It is now little different things. Try to understand. Now in this case, because it is a AP series, AP progressions, so you have to take at least 3 sequence alpha minus beta is 1, then alpha, comma, alpha plus beta. Suppose in the AP form we know 1, 4, 7, this way. So here is also you have to take a formation of in AP formation alpha minus beta, then comma, then alpha. There are 3 component or 3 elements of this particular sequence series. So now if alpha minus beta and alpha and also alpha plus beta are roots, now in this case we are considering that there are 3 roots, 1, 2, 3 roots in this sequence is going on. So then we can say sum of these roots. Suppose in this case AP1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 7. So in this case alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta. So we get it. In this case 15 by 2 means again minus b by a. So we are getting 15 by 2 because that concept is now again we are just combining quadratic equation and arithmetic progression. We are just punching, I mean, they are combining these things because the question is given this way. So you solve the equation if the roots on the equation are in AP. So always you just careful about the question, what the question says, and you accordingly have to do it. Here in this case, we are considering the quadratic equation formula. And so finally it is coming 3a 15 by 2. So a is equal to and 5 by 2 CA. Okay. So this is one part, this is another part. Okay. So now see. Next is 37 C by A. C by A part is there. So that part we can calculate alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta. This way you can consider this part. All these things are coming 37 by 2 C by A. So it is a AP formation, but we are taking the value in quadratic equation values. This root we are considering, this is the root C by A root. Then after that calculation, we are getting 1 by 4 and beta ultimately then plus 1 minus. So one root we are getting beta is equal to plus minus 1 by 2 because it is 1 by 4, so beta square. So it may be a plus, it may be a minus. So both values we can consider it. So then and 5 by 2 already alpha actually already you have achieved 5 by 2. So now beta is also achieved. So now straight away we can, in the AP form, which we have already considered, alpha minus beta. So 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2 we can take. Then alpha 5 by 2 alpha value, and then alpha plus beta. So these three condition actually we have already considered earlier. That I can show you. Alpha minus beta plus alpha and plus alpha plus beta. There are three roots. So there's one root, there's another root, there's another. Three roots are we are considered. So now the value are actually coming. So we can prove the value. And we can get it. This is the roots are this. So this is the way you have to solve it. Now another example here actually also solve the equation. Again it is not HP formation. HP, not AP. So let the roots are, we know HP is only reciprocals 1 by 1 by. So we are considering alpha minus beta first root 1 by. Then alpha second root 1 by alpha. Then third root 1 by alpha plus beta. Why you have taken a 1 in the top? Because HP. That's why. Because it's HP. We have to find out the roots in HP formation. So we are taking as a HP formation. Now calculate it. But calculation time is the formation of AP only. So now you see 11 by 6. Now 11 by 6 from where it has come? Because it is sum. So definitely B by A. So 11 by 6 has taken from, yes, 11 by 6 B, and that is A. So we are, everything are given here. Actually you see That is the very interesting thing in this your any mathematics. Within the question, data is already given. That is your technique, your mind should be there how to take the values from the question itself. So we are everything given. That is the A value, that is B value, that is C value. It's given. Na? So uh, so now we can calculate the things 11/6. Then there is a plus. Okay. Now product of these things. So that case it is different. 3 minus 6 again it is 3 minus 6 coming from where? It is from the equation only. So let's see minus 3 and 6 how it has come, because we know C by A. Yes, C and it is A. So now in this it is falling under the C A, and that is C, and minus to minus 3 by 6. So now combining the quadratic equation and HP formation, now we are getting this thing. So and then it is coming. Then finally you can obtain. Let's see that putting the actually this is a simple algebra. You have to putting the value from here to here and formation of these things. I need not to worry about it. Simply it is formula only and calculation, simple calculations. So now you can finally I can reach the formula. So this is the value. Roots become these things. So finally your roots are minus 1 by 2. That is the alpha, and that is alpha minus beta, and that is alpha plus beta. So these three values are putting in the here. So this is the way you can get it. So you practice it, you have to do yourself, then will be your confidence will be more. I'm just giving you the clearing the concept and hints of the questions and how to pick up the values. Now same thing another way, this is the equation is given and roots become GP, geometric progression. So now you see AP, then we have seen HP, now GP. So in GP information, that is the way of we have to take the ratio, no common ratio. Yesterday I told you, no? That is a common in the HP AP case is a common differences, and here is the common ratio. So if we consider the that is the alpha before that, so alpha the ratio is before that figure will be the previous figure will be your alpha by r. R means the common ratio, common division, common ratio. So we'll get the what are the value, and here it is the add-on multiplication of particular. If we multiply the what are the value here with the common ratio, then you can get the next values. So that we have seen that in the GP. This is going like this way, na? A into A comma AR comma AR square comma AR cube. This is the way series are going on GP cases. Okay, so this is the formation of GP roots. Now we have to find out from here the value. That's all. But again, it is a same thing. First, you find out the sum and then product. First is sum. If you all the sum and then 14 by 8. Now 14 by 8 from where it has come? You see B A. So B by A is coming 14 and 8. value is coming. Similarly, 7 and 8 will be there. The next, at the time of product, at the time of product, now all is a product. So 7 by 8. So these two things you have to be careful about it. And that formation of the root will be based on your GP, HP or AP, what are the formation they ask in the question, accordingly you have to do it. After that, simple calculation. That's all. Let's see another type of. All other things are there. Now I think now these things is over now. It's a very big syllabus, but you have to pick up the particular area where the question are coming, the particular. Okay. Now I can close this folder. I can now show you. Now I'm going to my folder. It is now as per the IGNU study material. Now I have to show based on the questions what are the things that are coming. Let's see. Type of questions. Okay, that is better now. Before start, by the way, if any question in between, any doubt or something, I think yesterday I sent some of the study material to Amit Sharma. I don't know he has circulated or not. Hopefully, Amit is here. I think you got it, na? What I study material through the mail actually I have sent. I think I have sent to Amit. I don't know. He has received or not. He has distributed or not? The study material? I forget the name. I think Amit is there. Sorry, Mohit. Mohit Rastogi. Mohit is there. Mohit Rastogi. Hello, Mohit. Hello, Mohit. You have received now all this mail. You can. Your mic is unmute. You mute. You mute now. You unmute the mic. Mohit, you unmute the mic. Your mic is closed now. Mohit Rastogi. Mohit, your mic is. Tell me. Mohit, you raise your hand. You say something. Okay, you have some problem in your mic. Anyway, you are listening, na? So I hope you have received your all the study material. You can write in the chat box. Yes or no? You can write yes. I have received the mail. You raise your hand means I can assume you have received the mail. Then have you distributed the others?
Hello.
You have distributed, na?
Hello.
I'm listening. Tell me.
Yes, sir. There was a problem with my mobile mic, so I listen only.
Yeah, okay. Have you received the mail?
Yes, sir.
Have you received my mail?
Yes,
Study
sir.
material? Okay. Have you distributed to other students so far? In the WhatsApp group, you told me, na? Okay, I will take care. I will send all these things to other students also. Have you distributed? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's facing some problem, I think. Mohit, mobile mic is not okay. So anyhow, student, I will send to some other student also, so that parallelly it should be in two students at least. Then somebody has to take care. If one student is missed, the other students can take care. So my thing is, my idea is everybody should get the study material and go through this. Okay. So by the time you can, after the class, you can talk to Mohit also, if anybody. What is the problem in the Mohit Rastagi and he has distributed or not. Otherwise, anybody can tell me he has received any material or not. Why the people are not saying something? Anyway, so you see there are two roots as given, R1 and R1, and that is the equation. I have to find out these things and find the K. So this is the way I have to find out. Ultimately, K is plus minus 7. So simple thing is one of the product and another is the your sum. So if you see if you remember ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so you have to find out b square pq. So this is this type of question are coming in the exam basically. So let the roots are like this. You can, in your case, you can take whatever the roots and b minus a and c by a. There are two things are you have to careful about it, and you can find it out. So that is the a value, that this is the c by a value. And the question you have to read out. Just now actually I have discussed about this question, and you see it has come in the exam. The sum of the square of the two numbers 233 and one of these numbers less than 3, and find the numbers. So this already you have discussed. This type of things coming in the exam. So one value is this thing and another value is this thing. Another questions, if alpha and beta are the roots of 2x cube minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, find the equation whose roots is alpha plus 1 by beta and this printout is an alpha beta and 1 by beta. So let's see. Same thing you can consider is alpha plus beta is equal to 3 by basically this is b by a. So in this case it is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 and alpha beta is a product. Then again it is c by a, so 5 by a, 5 by 2. So that is this thing. Once you get it, these two things, then simply you can put it in the formula. And the product of the plus means sum of and the product. There are two parts. And this is the product. You see, this is the sum of these roots. Now we can say alpha plus 1 by beta. From where it will get it? And beta plus 1 by alpha. It is given in the question itself. You see the questions, it is given. The roots are alpha plus 1 by beta and beta plus 1 by alpha, it is given. The question, the roots are given. And the value of the roots are you are taking from here, from the equation, and simply you multiply it and put the value and you get it 21 by 10. That is a sum plus. And there is a product of these two roots, alpha beta. So that is 49 by 10. So your one of the things is 29. Both the things are you are achieved. So now straight away you can put it in the formula. I mean in the equation. So x square minus b by a, that is 21, and plus this thing into x. Not is not a into, it is a x. 21 by 10 in x plus 49 by 10. This equation basically this equation only from here. And finally, the new equation, which are whose roots are this thing, and you are preparing the new equations which are suitable for these roots. So you have to find out this is the things. Okay, solve the equation of these things. Given that the roots are in AP, so this type of questions is coming. Just now I discussed, so you can do it accordingly in the AP form: alpha minus beta, then alpha plus beta. There are three things you have to take it, and finally you put the value and you give it in AP formations. The roots are these things. So roots satisfy the relation between the product of this thing, 3 minus root 2. Okay. So an inequality is basically the equation are not equal. Both the sides are not equal. In that case, you have to find out how to solution is like this. In this, you have to add something or subtract something, and you make a some equality. In this case, it is inequality. In this, is simply you see it is not equal. 7x plus 4, 4x plus 16, it should not be equal. It may be a lesser or greater than whatever it is. So this type of symbols are inequality. Equality, inequality means that no, it is not equality. So inequality is there. That is this symbol are coming. And this here actually another thing, other way you can say it. It may equal, it may not be equal, because when you put this symbol, it may be less than or equal to. So you have to find it out the correctness. That case, you see simply what happened. You have to add on both the sides the same value. In this case, you see 7x plus 4 is here. Is add on minus 4x is add on here this side, and the right hand side is also, other side is also minus 4x is added, and 4x plus 16 is there. So you add this thing and you have to finally you find out the values, and that value are you can make it in the graph also. You show in the graph also. So I think better I can show you. Close these things and show them. This is also a very easy, nothing else, only you have to clear the concept only. I can show you some of the things. Here you see there is a not equal, it is a greater than or something. So this type of things, this type of there's a complex inequalities, we can say it, or complex type of equation, we can say it. How to solve these things? That is the main thing. Suppose here 2x plus 5 and it is greater than 3 minus 7x. These type of things are there. Different instances given. There are 3-4 instances. So all are linear inequalities. Okay. So for that, how to solve it? Suppose inequality, there are some tips are there: addition, multiplication, and multiplication by the negative number, this is a positive number. So this box is there. You have to remember these things. You have to try to read out this box, what they are given actually. If you know the rules, if you identify these rules, then you can solve the problem, no problem. So first is addition. See how it has addition or subtraction, the same thing. Multiplication. Again, in the multiplication, there are two things that you have to keep in mind. It may be positive, it may be negative. So which case it should be positive and which case is a negative, that you have to identify. So here actually some given as tips. Multiply or divide both sides by the same positive number. So that means if both the side is positive, then you can consider as a positive number. In the case of when it will be negative, multiply or divide both sides by the negative numbers. So reverse direction will be there. So it will be reversed. So this condition you have to keep in mind during the solving the inequalities. See, you have to keep in mind these two things. Then your answer will be correct. Let's see, I will tell you, I can show you some of the examples. It is a sum given there, x plus 2 by 3. Some inequalities is given, and you have to solve, and as well as you have to show in the graph also. Graph in solution set. Let's see what is it. Simply you have to take a add on minus 2 minus 2 by 3. You have to add it here also both the sides. And the here is whatever the things is missing, you just add it. Okay, that means you can also cancel it. Same thing will happen. So what happened? Okay, so if you solution calculate it, then x is equal to x inequality, or we can say x greater than or equal to whatever it is finally 17 by 6 coming. Okay, so now how to set this solution set? There is a solution set is there. How to represent it? So now in this case you see it is a positive. So value are starting from here and you can go to the infinity side. So not negative side is this side, left hand side. No, the thick line, you see there is some thick line is there, means the directions. So 17 by 6, set is starting from here and it is going in this side. It tends to go in this side, in infinity side. Okay. Now see the other example. Solve the inequalities. 4x and 28. That means 4x less than 28. That you have to solve it and see the graph. You have to plot the graph also. So again, you have to multiply something. So 1 by 4. So it is a multiply rule. So multiply 1 by 4. Now question may come in your mind, sir, why 1 by 4 multiplying? Because we require the x value. Finally, we have to require the x value. So to keep the x value, so 4 you have to remove it. How if we can remove it? If we multiply by 1 by 4, 4 by 4, then it will give x. So both the sides you are multiplying by 1 by 4, so that we can get the x value. That is the idea. So as 4 is positive and the direction of the inequality is not reversed. So the condition is given in the box earlier. I have shown you just now in the multiplication laws. There they have written positive. The direction inequalities will be also the same direction. That should not be reverse. So reverse nahi honge. So now it is the arrow this side is the less than. So it start from 7 is value and it should go in this side, not other side. If the sign has changed, then automatically it will be in reverse. Now it is not reverse because the direction is this side only. So direction is this side. This is the philosophy, the fallacy you have to remember what actually the says. Suppose if you plot this in this side, it will be wrong. How? Because you see earlier one, then you can compare it. If you see in here this case, it is this side. Because you see here greater than the what are the arrow, I can see the arrow in this side and your result is also coming in positive. So direction will not change. Actually the direction will not change. So direction is this side. So direction is this side. So that's why you are putting here. And similarly here on second case, what happened? Direction is this side, left hand side, less than, no? Left hand side, less than. So that's why you are putting in less than, this side, left hand side. So you have to keep in mind in this way also. At the same time, it should be reversed. Suppose it is coming a -7 something, then condition will be changed. Then we can say it is negative. So then that case, direction will be reversed. Let's see. I think, I don't know, I think you are clear or not. Let's see the another example. Yes. Now we see, solve the inequality is a -3x and it is a greater than or equal to 5/6. Okay. Now calculate it. Simply you have to vanish it out. 1/3 multiply by both sides and multiply both sides by -1/3. So now in this case reverse the direction because the direction is reverse. Now even though it is direction is showing this side earlier, no, it is not this side. Now I have to draw in this side because value is negative. The solution state will be infinity, negative side infinity and -5/18. It has come. So that's why it is going this side. And you just observe one thing here, that direction is also changed. Now it is reverse. But it is here, actually it is a other side, right hand side, greater than. Now it is less than. So if it is a reverse side, then graph should be also this side. So we have to dark these things. So this is the thing you have to be careful. During the inequality, there are also 5 marks question, and simply you have to careful about the direction. And this is in the case of multiplication side. You just compare 2-3 example, then you can understand the things clearly. Nothing worry about it, only carefully you have to see. And what I am saying it is listen and note down something. Then I will be telling you more effective. And you see here written, since minus 1 by 3 is a negative number and the direction of the equality must be reversed. So that's why the direction has changed. Okay. Now find the solution set of the inequality. Another example, let's see. This side, na, left hand side. Okay, let's see. Again, it is a minus or plus. And here actually just you have to add on or something so that you have to cancel each other and you get the value, x value. So add these things. Okay. Now multiply both sides by 1 by 3. So positive. So positive. No problem. So direction has not changed. Direction has not changed. Same directions. Okay. So we can here actually curve is not given, graph is not given. So anyhow, no problem. So you can put your graph this way. So that means it is dot 4 is be here and then dot left hand side and minus negative minus infinity. So you have to go this side. So we can make the graph also this side. Not right hand side, it should be in left hand side because no change. It is not reverse. It is not reverse the things. Okay. So I think okay, it is okay. That also discuss. Also okay. This type of things are coming in the exam basically. So nothing very worried about it. Simply have to find out the x value and you see the direction and you have to plot it. Grab the solution set is given, no problem. So straight away you see. Now we can also export on this thing. You see here in this case, this side, and there is a no negative multiplication, not negative, nothing. So as usual coming, so your these things, so not changes. So multiplication this part is not there, so no change. It will be like this. So in the case, we just careful about at the time of multiplication, it is a negative or positive. Based on this, it will be reverse. But in case of your addition, subtraction, doesn't matter. Multiplication. So this is your positive. There is a no. So that's why the direction has not changed. This side. So direction no change. Nothing. Because there is no multiplication, negative multiplication is not there. So like this. So only you have to careful about this thing during the plot of graph and every time you see something you have to add it and the fraction how to reduce these things in the function and you have to find out the x value. Let's see other thing also. So it is the way same way you have to find out simple thing and 6 multiplication reverse. Now in this case it is reverse. I think no. Let's see. So I think you can practice some of the, if you any doubt or stuck up somewhere, you can discuss with me or particular solution. If some of these steps you are not understanding, you can WhatsApp me, mail me. Okay. So almost the same type, nothing new or things coming, and just observing any new type of things are there or not. Okay, solve the inequality, same thing. And another thing, check your progress. That part definitely you have to do it. And study material where the check your progress is given, it means the type of question will come from here only. So this value may be changed a little bit, but most of the things are even in the question setter, examiner question setter also taking this part, so that is the syllabus. So questions should be around this one. So always you have to study your, practice your progress also, where the written is progress. Definitely have to do it. Then you will get the common question, no problem. And lot of solution are given. Same thing, same type of solution are coming in the exam also. So this is no problem. Then here mostly same time things are there. Nothing is new, I think. Yes. This is the some of the things you can chart is there, you have to remember it. Then it will be very easy for you. Inequalities arise in application just as equation do. So we used to following phrases for inequalities. So here actually you have to note down the symbol as changes. A is more than B. A is more than B. In this case, we can say A is greater than B, or we can say A is more than B. Here actually A is less than B. That you understand. A is not less than B. A is not less than B. This way. It means A may be equal, but not less than. Actually, there are two symbols. Na? One is the equal symbol and another is the less than. So A should not be X. Anyway, there is also A not more than B. So okay, anyway, this is the some of the tips given. So anyway, I'm just not getting any new things. If I get any new type of questions in any question, any years, that I will give you and try to solve you all these things. So now I close this part, and let's see any other things I have or not. This is okay. This is also okay. This is also. I have discussed these things. Okay, this part also have changed. So anyway, I think nothing is newer. Most of the things we have covered up. Any doubt, tell me. So this way, I think it is almost cover up your equations and inequalities we have covered up. So today's class, actually what we have observed. Now we can have some clips. I mean, just as a gist, I can say. So we have observed in the equation, basically the quadratic equation, ax square bx plus c. There is a quadratic equations. There are some roots are there. That roots, and then first we have to observe the sum of these roots, alpha plus beta, which is b by a. And another things we have to is the product of the roots, alpha beta, c by a. So if we remember these things, then after that you can solution. Then you can solve the equations. There are two things we have observed. One thing equation has given. You have to find out the roots, suitable roots. root values. And other we have seen, another type we have seen, that is roots as given, suitable roots, and you have to find out the suitable equation. So both way. And there are some quadratic equations, some of the cubic equations also there. And again, you have to find it out the values. And during the equations, we have also observed sometimes the question is given and the roots are in a AP form, or sometimes it is an HP form you have to derive, or maybe in the GP form also. So all these things type are normally coming in the exam. Okay. So you have to practice in your own. Two example you can take. So total 4 or 5 numericals, if you from the equation chapter you can do it. That's sufficient. Now in inequalities also the same thing. We have observed in the equation what are the equations is given. So you have to add something in the both the side to calculate the x value. Basically, you have to derive the x value so that we can identify what is the x value. And during this solving the inequalities, some rules are there. Which rules? Especially in the multiplication time, you have to see that it is a positive or negative. If it is a negative multiplications, -1/3 multiplication something, then during the presentation in the curve, in the graph, the diverse, your direction will be changed. That only you have to careful. Otherwise, whatever the direction is given, same direction you can do it. So I think that's all. In the inequalities also there are 2-3 types are there. So it is now I'm trying to recap so that if you keep in mind in this way also, so at the time of preparing, then it will not be much a problem. So I hope these 2 units are you have understand clearly, and you have to effort yourself. You take 2-3 questions from the old question paper, and some of the solution you can take from your study material, even study material. So that way you can prepare. So first study material solutions, you go through this, understand clearly all the steps, and then you have to finally solve some of the old question paper questions, what type of comment. So that way you can prepare you can prepare your notes, your own notes sufficient. And I will also give whatever I have that are definitely I will, but this time mostly the study material things are there. I have a very small thing is there, so that also I can send you. If any specific questions, if anybody you can ask, तो हम लोग उसको डिस्कस करते हैं. You understand what I mean to say? It is clear what I want to convey to people. Umang Dubey. Umang is here. You are listening? Anybody can unmute your mic and say something. Mahit, Rastogi, your mic ठीक हो गया? If your mic is okay now, you can come. Anmol is here. Anmol is hearing me. The response is very less. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Rabina.
Yes,
Rabina,
sir.
okay, I think he's very active. Rabina is always uh, at least yes sir. He's saying some at least yes sir. And
Yes.
that is my motivation only, because I don't know. I'm throwing something. I'm trying to discuss, and it is really reaching to your mind or not. I'm worried about it. So what I've said it is clear, na?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So you practice yourself, and if you further any doubt, I can discuss, no problem. And Monday, as usual, I will take the class. I mean, some test I will take. I will give you some of the more questions and options I will give, and you have to answer it. Anybody else? Ramakrishna Hajra? Ramakrishna Hajra? Ramakrishna? शिव प्रताप? कोई आंसर नहीं दे रहा, चुपचाप क्या हो गया? Nobody is answering. सब कहाँ गायब हो गया? सुन रहे सब लगा के चला गया क्या? आई एम सरप्राइज्ड. शिवराम कुमार? Anyway, I think no specific questions. Nobody is telling anything. So I can close the. Shall I close the session now? If nothing is there, no questions are there. So I feel everybody are understand.
So,
Sunal Bagua, okay. सबका के माइक का प्रॉब्लम है क्या? सबका एक साथ में माइक का प्रॉब्लम हो गया. Sonal, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Okay. So जो भी मैंने बताया ये अंडरस्टैंड हुआ, मतलब क्लियर है?
Yes, sir. It is
sir.
clear, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
ओके, ठीक है. तो फर्दर कोई क्वेश्चन अगर नहीं है तो आई कैन क्लोज द सेशन राइट नाउ. So tomorrow another important new block will start. That is very important, differential calculus, and it is very important. कल के दो सेशन है टू. तो differential calculus है, then उसका application of these things. So थोड़ा वो देख लीजिएगा स्टडी मटेरियल से आप लोगों को फार्मूला वगैरह. देन इस तरह का मैं टिप्स देते रहेंगे सो दैट आप लोगों को ईजी हो जाए. और ठीक है. और मोहित के पास मैंने कल सारे जितना था मैंने मेल कर दिया मैंने. तो मोहित का ड्यूटी है सबको देना, और नहीं तो और कोई है तो हाथ उठाओ जिसको मैं भेज दूं और आगे सबको भेज दें. मोहित सबको दिया कि नहीं है? रवीना तुमको मिला है क्या? मोहित ने कुछ व्हाट्सएप किया? मिला?
Yes, sir. कुछ तो है.
कुछ तो मिला ना? ठीक है.
हाँ.
कल मैंने रात में दिया था तो आई थिंक वो आज मॉर्निंग में दिया होगा. तो एनी हाउ कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. तो ठीक है, वो भेज रहा तो कोई बात नहीं. मैं वही इंश्योर करना चाहिए. एक्चुअली आई एम इंश्योरिंग यू पीपल आर receiving or not. So okay, if you are receiving the materials, no problem. But you have to do yourself, practice करना है. Okay. So anyway, okay, I think now it is almost over. So I can, if no further questions, I can now stop the video recording. So I can stop the video recording right now. Okay. Now stop the video.